Santosh Sharma will be with us in just a moment. Gaurav Sawant continues to be with us as well. Gaurav, any clarity on whether Atique Ahmed's house will also be demolished in a similar way? He's a powerful man. He's been associated with the Samajwadi Party, the AIMIM, the Apna Dal. Okay, Santosh is... Okay, Gaurav, let me come to you in just a moment. Santosh is live with me. Santosh, have they managed to completely demolish the whole house? We can see a huge cloud of smoke. Your camera angle is the best angle on this story, Santosh. Take us through what's happening right now.
तस्वीरों के जरिए मैं दिखा रहा हूं, ये तस्वीरें देखिए कि सामने जो घर गिर रहा है ये सफदर अली का घर है। पूरा जमींदोज कर दिया गया है और जमींदोज करने के बाद ये पूरा एक्शन हो रहा है। जेसीबी लगा करके नगर निगम प्रयागराज की मशीन ने सामने ही हम आपसे बात कर रहे हैं और उसी दौरान वो एक बड़े हिस्से को गिरा देती है। देखते ही देखते कुछ मिनट के अंदर मकान का पूरा हिस्सा जमींदोज कर दिया जाता है, ध्वस्त कर दिया जाता है। ये जेसीबी लगा करके कार्रवाई की जा रही है। इससे पहले 3 बुलडोजर को लगा करके कार्रवाई की गई थी। मकान का जो बेस था, जो कंस्ट्रक्टेड एरिया था, जो उसको गिराया गया, उसको कमजोर किया गया और उसके बाद अब इसको कार्रवाई की जा रही है। तो ये सफदर अली का मकान है जिसको कि करीब 1.5 घंटे से इसके गिराने की कार्रवाई चल रही है और 1.5 घंटे के अंदर एक बड़ा हिस्सा गिरा दिया गया है।
संतोष, अतीक अहमद का घर कहां है? क्या उनके घर के खिलाफ भी कुछ एक्शन लिया जा सकता है, बुलडोजर एक्शन?
देखिए, अतीक अहमद का घर, ये सफदर अली का घर जो अभी गिराया जा रहा है, इससे महज करीब 500 मीटर या 700 मीटर की दूरी पर है। ये एक ही इलाका है चकिया का। ये कसारा मसारा मोहल्ला है और वो चकिया का इलाका है, लेकिन वो एक बड़े एरिया में चकिया ही कहा जाता है। यहाँ से 500 मीटर की दूरी पर है। अतीक अहमद का घर तो बहुत पहले ही गिरा दिया गया था और अतीक अहमद का घर गिरने के बाद ही शाइस्ता परवीन, जो कल घर गिराया गया जफर अहमद खान का, उस जफर अहमद खान के घर में वो वहां पर रहने चली गई थी और अतीक अहमद के घर से वो महज मुश्किल से 100 मीटर की दूरी, 150 मीटर की दूरी पर रहा होगा जफर अहमद खान का घर। तो वहां पर शाइस्ता रह रही थी और उसके बाद जफर अहमद खान का कल घर गिराया गया। लेकिन आज इस घर की दूरी, सफदर अली जिनका ये घर गिराया जा रहा है, उस घर की दूरी एक खासी है, करीब 500 मीटर है और लेकिन इलाका वही है। यहाँ से अतीक अहमद, उनके भाई अशरफ सांसद विधायक रहे हैं, जो शाइस्ता हैं उनके बेटे यहाँ पर रहते रहे हैं, तो उनका पुश्तैनी इलाका ही ये कहा जाए, ये पूरा इलाका अतीक अहमद का इलाका कहा जाता है, जहां पर ये आज ये डिमोलिशन की कार्रवाई चल रही है। जी
Santosh, where are the people who are in that house? Where are they right now? Are they being questioned? Because we heard from a few days ago that the meeting between Shaista Parveen and the killers happened in that house. Where are they?
In that house, Shaista Parveen was residing there as a rent. She was took that house on a rent, and we are talking about the Safdar Ali. The action is going on Safdar Ali house. The owner of this house, Safdar Ali, and his 2 sons, they have took off their belongings and now they are nearby this house. And they clearly mentioned that they didn't have any connection. They didn't have any relation with Atique Ahmed or any connection with the Umesh Pal murder. They didn't got any notice from local development authority, but after seeing the action is being taken, and surely it will be taken, as a police force arrived, as a local development authority officials arrived, and starting they said that they didn't give notice, but after knowing that this house will be demolished, they took off their belongings, and now the action is going on, that the demolition of that house of which belongs to Safdar Ali son is demolishing. Now we are these are the visuals. The action is going on. The Safdar Ali, we can say half part of this house has been demolished. We can say that what Yogi Adityanath said, that ऐसे माफियाओं को मिट्टी में मिला दूंगा, तो ये मिट्टी में मिला दूंगा, that is statement given by Yogi Adityanath, and what we are seeing on the ground, this happens to be in real what Yogi Adityanath said in assembly session.
These are some of the most compelling images we've ever seen so far of action against Mafia Raj in Uttar Pradesh. This is all happening in Prayagraj. I want to quickly come to you now. The demolition of these two houses are going to become a symbol. They've happened in different parts of the state. It's being called the Yogi model as well. But somehow, this particular demolition exercise has grabbed headlines in an even bigger way, because in many ways this aims at the very top. Atique Ahmed was an influential, powerful politician who called shots with the state leadership at one point of time in the Samajwadi Party. And that's the reason why the Samajwadi Party is also kind of running scared and trying to hit out at the BJP government in Lucknow.
Shiv, this is a very major signal. This is a very major step that's being taken by the Yogi Adityanath government. But Shiv, if you recall, those images of Umesh Pal being targeted, the brazen manner in which that Creta car was used to overtake Umesh Pal's car, and then crude bombs were hurled, and not one, not two, but several. And then Atique Ahmed's son, that's what the Uttar Pradesh police claims, Atique Ahmed's son and other shooters, they came out, there were CCTV cameras there. This was a planned murder where one shooter was in a shop. He was keeping an eye. As soon as the shooting started, he came out and they started shooting indiscriminately. Not only did they kill Umesh Pal, they also killed Nishad, Constable Nishad, the gunner, the personal security officer. And that's the point that Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also raised on the floor of the House, that why is it that some people have sympathies with either an Atique Ahmed or with his aides Safdar Ali, or with the driver of that vehicle Arbaz, or this Khalid Zafar, and not with Constable Nishad, who was killed by them, or with Umesh Pal, or with Raju Pal, because this is a gang's action, a mafia's action to silence opponents. So, that wave of crime would have started is what Uttar Pradesh police claims, had they not taken this very decisive action. So that decisive action started, Shiv, with the targeting, if you'd recall, of the driver the very next day. The moment the police reached the driver, there was a shootout. One police SHO was injured, and Arbaz, he was injured. He was shot in the leg and perhaps very close to his chest. He died on his way to hospital. Then you'd recall Sadakat Khan,
yes,
a law student at the Muslim hostel. Then that Guddu Musalman, and there are 4 others, some who remain absconding and some who've been arrested. So the police are trying to unravel this entire crime scene and also go after those who were a party to this. Now, Prashant Kumar, the ADGP Law and Order, said those who give shelter to these elements, the strongest possible action will be taken even against them. This perhaps is part of that indication, Shiv.
It's definitely part of a larger message that Yogi Adityanath has been consistently giving out. It has been the subject matter of a great deal of politics in UP. Many states in different parts of the country have talked about adopting the Yogi model. There have been echoes of the Yogi model in pole-bound Karnataka over thugs and terrorists having their houses demolished in a similar fashion. That hasn't happened just yet, but the Yogi model in action is what you're witnessing right now, viewer. It's controversial, it's contentious, it has its critics, but to the people of Uttar Pradesh who have faced Jungle Raj, Mafia Raj, that has stopped the state from progressing and and becoming more developed, these pictures are going to be extremely evocative. These pictures are going to be extremely symbolic. And remember that law and order in Uttar Pradesh has been a big election calling card of the Yogi Adityanath Sarkar.